Most banks talk about AI to please shareholders, but a few professionals are actually using it to cut hours off their work week. We've identified the specific tools used for 10K analysis and automated reporting that pass the compliance test. Here is the reality of AI in finance. Welcome to Dry Run, where we test AI tools so you don't waste your afternoon finding out they don't work. Financial analysis used to be a role defined by judgment and strategy. Now, for many, it feels like being a high-priced data janitor. You spend 40% of your week cleaning messy spreadsheets or hunting for a single footnote in a 300-page PDF. Compliance teams are rightfully concerned about data privacy, which means you cannot use public chatbots for sensitive work. This creates a bottleneck. You end up doing the work manually because it feels like the only safe option. But manual work is where the most expensive errors happen. One mistyped cell in a model can ruin a quarterly projection and damage your professional reputation. The noise in the AI space makes it hard to find tools that function within the constraints of a regulated environment. You need solutions that respect data sovereignty while reducing the grunt work. By the end of this, you will know 5 specific workflows that handle everything from sentiment analysis to automated board decks. These are methods that work in 2026, focusing on security and accuracy rather than flashy DMOS. Number 1, 10K analysis and year-over-year comparison. Most analysts spend 4 hours reading a single annual report to find 3 specific risks. Here's the thing most people miss. You do not need to read the whole document to understand the corporate trajectory. Use a local LLM with a 2 million token window to ingest the last 5 years of 10Ks simultaneously. Ask the system for a table comparing the risk factors section year over year. It identifies what management stopped mentioning and what new threats they added. This highlights shifts in strategy that a human eye might miss after 8 hours of dense reading. To use it today, upload the PDFs to a secure, private instance of a tool like FinQuery or a local Llama 4 deployment. This allows you to query the data without it ever leaving your firm's firewall. You can ask specific questions like, what changed in the way the company describes its supply chain dependencies between 2024 and 2026? The tool provides the answer with direct citations to the page and paragraph. This saves about 3 hours a week if you use it right. Takeaway: automated document comparison turns 4 hours of reading into 10 minutes of targeted review. Number 2, automated board reporting and slide generation. Creating monthly reporting decks is a repetitive chore that eats your Friday afternoons and kills productivity. Let me break this down plainly. You can connect your ERP data directly to a templated slide generator using a secure API. Instead of copying and pasting charts, you define the logic once. The AI populates the charts and writes the first draft of the executive summary based on the variances it detects. If revenue is down 4% in a specific region, the tool flags it and pulls the underlying transaction data to explain the dip. It looks for patterns like seasonal shifts or one-time expenses. You spend your time refining the narrative rather than formatting text boxes and aligning bar charts. Use a tool like Slide Logic or the 2026 enterprise version of Microsoft Copilot for Finance. This ensures your data stays within the tenant while the AI handles the heavy lifting of visualization. Takeaway: automated reporting moves your focus from data entry to high-level data interpretation. Number 3, advanced Excel logic and Python integration. Nested if statements and complex VLOOKUPs are fragile and prone to breakage. Skip the theory. Here's what actually works. Use the 2026 Python and Excel integration to write scripts via natural language. Instead of building a 50-step formula that no one else can audit, tell the editor to clean these dates, remove duplicates, and calculate the rolling 12-month EBITDA. The system writes the Python code in the background. You get a clean, reproducible result that is easier to audit than a massive formula string. Most tutorials won't tell you this, but the real benefit is the audit trail the code leaves behind. If a number looks wrong, you can see exactly how the script processed the data. This reduces the time spent troubleshooting broken links or circular references. It also allows you to perform complex statistical analysis that standard Excel functions cannot handle. Takeaway: natural language coding in Excel reduces formula errors and creates a transparent audit trail. Number 4, Compliance-first document redaction and summarization. Sharing data with external partners or auditors usually requires a tedious redaction process. The honest answer is doing this manually is a liability. Modern finance AI now includes PI detection layers that work entirely offline. You feed the tool a contract, a legal settlement, or a ledger, and it automatically masks names, account numbers, and physical addresses. You review the highlights and export the clean version. This keeps your workflow within GDPR and internal compliance frameworks without requiring a dedicated legal assistant or hours of manual work. Use a dedicated redaction engine or the enterprise version of Claude 4. This tool can also summarize the key terms of a contract while it redacts, giving you a 2-for-1 efficiency gain. You can verify that the summary matches the redacted text to ensure no critical information was lost. Takeaway: automated redaction eliminates the risk of human error in data privacy and speeds up external sharing. Number 5. Real-time macroeconomic data synthesis. Tracking interest rate changes, inflation data, and sector news is a constant distraction that breaks your deep work. No fluff. Here's exactly how to do it. Set up an autonomous agent to monitor the Federal Reserve's data releases and major financial news wires. Program it to send you a 200-word summary only when specific triggers are met. For example, set a trigger for a basis point shift in the 10-year Treasury or a specific move in commodity prices relevant to your portfolio. This prevents you from checking terminal screens every 20 minutes. It turns a flood of information into actionable alerts delivered to your inbox or Slack. You stay informed without the mental tax of constant monitoring. This allows you to dedicate your morning to deep analysis while the agent handles the surveillance. Takeaway: intent-based monitoring filters the noise so you can focus on high-value tasks. That's everything for today. If one of those saves you even 30 minutes this week, it was worth your time watching. We covered 10K comparison, automated slide decks, Python-driven Excel, secure redaction, and macro synthesis. If this was useful, hit subscribe. We post every week, no filler. And drop a comment below. Which part of your financial reporting process do you find the most tedious? I read every reply.